From the Opopco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update. I'm Jenni Carlson. The OSU Cowboys got a road win. John Helsley joins us to talk about that. John, we knew something had to give. Texas Tech hadn't won in conference play. OSU hadn't won a road game in 2 years. But what impressed you most about that win at Texas Tech midweek?
Well, I think, Jenny, it has to be the way that Markel Brown kind of picked the team up and led them to this win. He really played with a lot of energy and a lot of aggressiveness, took the ball to the hole hard, and I think the other guys fed off of that. You know, this team needs somebody to kind of be that guy. It's hard for Keaton Page at 5'8" to always kind of carry that load. I think Markel Brown, who's a great athlete and you know, has a lot of skills, can be that.
There was some back and forth in that game. Texas Tech would go on a little bit of a run. OSU always kind of held them off. In a game like that you start to think, well, maybe we're not going to win on the road. Maybe these guys are going to get that first win. Seemed like there was mentally some things that went right for the Cowboys, too. Was that a good sign in your mind for this team?
Absolutely, because there was also some foul trouble. You know, they're shorthanded with Philip Jurek out. There were guys with 4 and 3 fouls out there on the floor, so it was getting a little dicey in the fact that if somebody fouled out, who was going to come in? And, yeah, they did. They hung in there. They were 33 of 35 from the foul line, which is just a ridiculous number. That's pretty much how they held Tech off throughout the latter stretches of that game. So very impressive, I thought.
Now they've exercised the road demon. They've got another one coming to town on Saturday. That's in the form of the Baylor Bears, John. A big loss for OSU earlier this season. What do they do to try to reverse that, to maybe get a win against the Bears on Saturday?
Hope and pray. I don't know. This is really a bad matchup for the Cowboys in one. Baylor is so long and athletic, and the Cowboys aren't, even when they do have Philip Jurek, which they won't have him on Saturday. So it's going to be a real challenge for them inside. And, you know, that's kind of how they approached the game in Waco last time. And lo and behold, the Bears hit 15 three-pointers over the top. So just kind of the perfect storm that time. Let me say this. Scott Drew has never won in Stillwater. Baylor's had troubles some on the road. They don't always come with a lot of energy, and you know, maybe that'll be the trick. But it's going to be a tough matchup for the Cowboys.
You know, you talk about the physical mismatch that this game looks like for OSU, but mentally, you know, we talked about the mental part of that Tech game. Is that mental hurdle almost going to be as tough to overcome? You lose by 40 plus, John. That's not an easy thing to get out of your head.
And I think that's going to be a real key, is how do these Cowboys approach this game? Are they, you know, ticked off about it? Do they want to come out and prove something, that they're not a 41-point deficit team to Baylor? I think that's going to be interesting. I know there's some fight in these guys. They've shown that throughout this up-and-down season. This will be a time for them to really show that again.
All right, good stuff. Thanks, John. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.